What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys with another market watch today. Before we begin, common question of the day, and this is an important one. Are you going to be keeping your deck from this point on? I mean, we have 1 month into the next ban list coming out. And if your deck's worth a lot of money and it's tier 1, like let's say max rarity Orcus, are you going to hold that deck? It's a lot of money right now. It's a lot of money you're holding. I know we're in the holiday season, you might need money for presents or for whatever. But are you going to be holding that deck for that? Are you going to be just getting rid of that deck and saving the money up and using that money for the next meta, the next ban list happening, and choosing what's the best deck after that ban list has dropped? Or are you just going to be sitting there going, I think I'm going to go down with the ship on this one, boys? Now, going down ship's terminology I use, guys, basically says that you're just willing to take the hit in your wallet. You want to say whatever, this deck's gorgeous, is max rarity, and I'm just gonna, if it gets hit, it gets hit. And to be honest with you, if you're playing Orcus, there's a more than good chance that your deck's going to be getting hit. So once again, comment section, leave a comment down below. What deck are you playing? Are you gonna be holding that deck? Or are you gonna be going down the ship? And are you excited about the next meta, next ban list coming out in about 1 month? Now, if anyone holding a Blue Eyes White Dragon dual tournament preview, are you gonna be selling this for $15,000? That's going right now for a dual tournament preview version of Blue Eyes White Dragon. It'll say DTP1, not DT1/EN001. Now, obviously, this is a TCG player, and hype happens all the time, and eBay just doesn't really care about hype on TCG player. Then again, unless it's really strong hype in which it will trickle to eBay and the Tron Toad and all other websites. But in the case of Blue Eyes White Dragon dual tournament preview, you can get yours still on eBay right now, the preview version, graded 9.5 for roughly around $800. If you count the $4 shipping, of course. So that's what you got for Blue Eyes White Dragon. Obviously, this is the only one I can find, though, in the defense of the hype on this one. Now, to be honest with you, I do think this card is good. I think it has a lot of hype, a lot of collector's value. I 100% agree with this card having a high price point. $15,000? Yeah, no, this ain't our Black Lotus. Moving forward, guys, we have Shooting Magic Dragon coming out of the Show and Drop magazine promos. This is predominantly used in the new Pendulum FTK. The market price of this card is roughly around $5. We're seeing it already hit a market price, the current price point, around $6. If you want the super rare version of Shooting Magic Dragon, it's still relatively cheap online. There's a bunch of prices listed, so you can easily get the super rare version of this card. Same with Tempest Edition. Tempest Edition has a super rare version that's slowly going up, though. It's getting to like $2.50, almost near $3. But if you want a original print secret rare coming out of Crossroad of Chaos with a $7 market price, the value of this card is actually roughly around $6 for unlimited. I think it does get up a little bit high when you go to first edition. I could be wrong though. Looking at it, light play first edition is going to run you about $20. So you want a first edition version of secret rare Crossroad of Chaos Magician? That'd be about $20. But if you want a limited one, it's as low as $6, and that's if you're running the Pendulum FTK. I actually have these cards. It's really I haven't tested the deck out, but it's really cool that, you know, you get a card that's old, and you're like, oh, I have that card, and you put it together with a deck and see it see life again. It actually is really fun. Crossroad Chaos is a very old set. It said they had the bird, what's it, the burning bird of Burness, Black Rose Dragon, that gave me the set. Also had like Place Spread Zombie. It was a really, really good set, to be honest with you. Overdrive Teleporter, which is a highly underrated secret rare. It's only solo print, by the way, coming out of Crossroad Chaos with a $6 price point. Lightning Play Unlimited, by the way, $2. Yeah, people always forget about this card habitually. When you look for a first edition version of this card, a first edition version is probably going to run you some more money, being the fact that it's an old school secret first edition version. It's roughly around $10. Still though, like $2 for the Overdrive Teleporter. That's from Crossroad of Chaos. Like, that's insane. Then we have Starleaf Seafree coming out of Chaos Impact. Now, when this card went to a price point of roughly around $45, I was not the biggest fan of this card. I said this card jumped too fast in its price point. It didn't really see much meta play. Yes, it's in the Dragon combo decks, and right now you're seeing it in Dragon combo. The only bad part about that is this card's about 45s, then you got to get your whole Thunder Dragon package, then you got to get your Chaos Dragon Levianeers at the time, and currently, by the way, are still roughly around $30. We'll talk about that in a bit. And it comes out with Ultimate Rare though, but we'll talk about that in a bit as well. So it was very expensive, and why would you want to buy an expensive cool combo deck when there's much cheaper ones on the market? Why would you want an expensive cool combo deck when you can just play something like Orcus, which is way inexpensive and has higher results than Dragon combo? Well, now that we're seeing Chaos Dragon Levinier come out as Ultimate Rare and OTS Tournament Pack 12 coming out in about 3 days. It's no shocker this card's lowering in value. With a $38 market price, look at the current price point. First edition is roughly around $36. Unlimited's at $35. The card's going down in value because Yu-Gi-Oh players are worried about holding this card. Are you gonna hold this card and just go, screw it, I'll play a Dragon combo? And go back to my common question of the day earlier about keeping the deck and going down with the ship. Do you go down with the ship that has lesser results than Orcus, which has way high results? Sky Strikers, which is somehow will never die? Pendulums, which now has a newfound FTK? Are you gonna go down with the ship on this one? Hard to, because why would you have that kind of loyalty to a deck that just loses to a new card coming out in 2019 Megatons, Nibiru? So once again, Solid Shifu going down in value is almost no shocker. I will say though, I think within the next week, maybe 2 weeks, there'll be a lot more advanced speculation, and we're gonna be talking about Thunder Dragons and what needs to be hit for Thunder Dragons on the ban list. If you go by the OCG ban list, Colossus gets limited. Now if you take that information about Colossus being limited and you apply it to the Dragon combo decks, well, you can run one Colossus easily in that Dragon combo deck. You can run a Colossus, you can run a Titan, and you can still do full Dragon combo, if that is the case. If Konami just comes out, has a ban list coming out, and the ban list comes out in January and hits Chaos Dragon Levinier after releasing as an Ultimate Rare, or even putting this card to 1, that's a game changer. Solid Shifu, even though it's relatively new at a Chaos Impact, is still a good contender to be hit on this ban list. Nothing's off the case on this ban list. Okay, so look at Chaos Dragon Levinier and you go, wait a minute, V. It won't get hit in the January ban list. Why would it get hit? If we look at the January ban list, I don't think that'll be a good contender to be hit. Well, maybe. I mean, look at all the cards in the Ultimate Rare cards that have been coming out at OTS packs. They're sporadically hit still. Even after they've been out, they still get hit. It doesn't matter. Do I think this card will get hit? No, probably not. But there's always that chance. So if you're looking to build Dragon combo, you're also keeping that in mind as well. And rightfully so. These are very expensive cards. Looking at Mystic Fighters, Dragon Maids are going higher in value. Kitchen Dragon Maid holding a $41 price point still for this card. Then you got Primatech Aberdeen, roughly around $30. Nurse Dragon Maid being at 28. Mardell, which was around 5, the Generated Boss of Light, is now $13. And then you got Parlor Dragon Maid, which was roughly around $5, and is barely holding on to that price point. So the question is still, who's still paying that waifu tax? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, over the weekend I actually traded and got some Dragon Maid stuff, but I'm still not gonna buy this deck. I will get past the Mystic Fighters because I found the pull, got a lot of amazing reprints, and great deck cores. 3 of them, you know, Dragon Maids, Prime Avtex, and as well as the Generators. Amazing deck cores, and if I pull the cards from them, I'll build the deck cores, I would love to, and show them on the channel to you guys. But I'm not foolish enough to go ahead and buy, dropping $41 on each Dragon Maid card of Kitchen Dragon Maid, $120. That's absolutely ludicrous. But I'll trade them all day long. I pulled one and I traded for one, so I need one more of these Kitchen Dragon Maid cards, and maybe I'll do a deck profile for you guys, and we'll talk about it and we'll look into it. But for the most part, I think that's all over the internet. But I'll give you my take on this deck. Up next, guys, we have IP Masquerena. Now, IP Masquerena was around 26 at lowest, I think it was. Averaging price point between 28 to 30. Market price currently shows roughly right now to be about $35. In fact, if you go over here, near mint first edition is at $36. This is very high. And in my last video, someone said, V, you're wrong about IP Masquerena. Got him, boys. After all these market watches, after all the time is correct, we got him. Light him up to the torch. Well, no, let me explain. First, real quickly, Simon Money, 10% bonus bucks on my product. Click on the description, link in the description below. Help support the channel. Go back to IP Masquerena. No, I'm not, and here's why. We have not gotten Chaos Impact Special Edition. Chaos Impact Special Edition is looking to be a relatively good special instead. I mean, yeah, it's not going to have the prismatic cards, like the prismatic IP Masquerena that was artificially bought out. It's not going to have that, but it will have IP Masquerena. You can play Sosumi Kraken, Chaos Impact First Editions, obviously, to get the prismatics, and once that dries up, you can play it's going to be running this special edition version of the set, which is Chaos Impact Special Edition, to go in and grab these cards. And they're going to go in and pull a lot of IP Masquerena. Now, let me ask you a question. Anyone out there in general playing Yu-Gi-Oh? How many IP Masquerenas do you use? I use one. And if I get a second one, I sell it, and then I still have, ready for it, the one. Why hold 2 IP Masquerena? It makes 0 sense. The market is going to reflect that. We're going to see the value of IP Masquerena drop down. Now, could it go back up again to hit $35? Absolutely. but it's gonna go down before it goes up. Just like when IP Masquerena first came out, it was at 35, went as low as 26, like I said early in the video, and now it's gonna go back up, and it did it to 35. Well, IP Masquerena coming out of KS Impact is gonna do the same exact thing. It's gonna go low with the specials and releasing, and then it's gonna go back up high, depending on the meta, depending on the format, depending on this card even sees play. So, if you have extra ones of these, and you think somehow by hoarding IP Masquerenas, you're doing yourself as justice, no. You're about to lose value and not realize it up until after this set has came out. So, hopefully you sold yours and only had to have one like every other person. We just have Striker Dragon coming out of KS Impact with a $7 price point. The value of this card actually selling roughly around $7, and this kind of shocks me. I thought this card's value would just tank, but it hasn't. It's still roughly around $7, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. So yeah, if anyone has this not selling this, let me know. Comment down below. Then we have Dingirsu, Orchestra of the Evening Star. Now, it came out as an Ultra Rare Dark Neostorm with a $29 price point. Its value is roughly around $30. And then we have it at OTS Tournament Pack 11. The market price is showing it to be about $40, and it's roughly around $41. But the thing about Dingirsu, Orchestra of the Evening Star, if you weren't really focusing, last week this card was $45. Now, as far as Dingirsu, Orchestra of the Evening Star Ultra Rare, it stabilizes roughly around $30. This is nothing new yet. Once again, guys, going back to my comment question early in the video, people holding Orcus debating whether to sell or not sell the Orcus. Let's say half the people holding Orcus sells their Orcus. And let's say at that half, 25% has max rarity Orcus. Well, that's going to drop the value of Dingirsu, Orchestra of the Evening Star. And that's what I think is going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. In the next couple of weeks, the value of Orcus, Dingirsu specifically, is going to be going down. Now, can it go back up? Sure. Hopefully it won't, because I think I'm sick and tired of Orcus. YCS Milan was like Orcus Strikers, Orcus Lunalight, Pure Orcus, Orcus with a deck that doesn't normally work, but works with Orcus because Orcus says so. Orcus. And I'm kind of sick and tired of it. I don't think I'm alone by saying that. Every now and then we'll get like a Salamangreat, a Thunder Dragon player, and I would literally cheer those guys on. It's like watching a movie in which there's just a bunch of bad guys, and there's like the Omega bad guy. You're cheering for the bad guys because the Omega bad guy, Orcus, is still doing things. And you're like, I'm cheering for the bad guy still. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I want a new meta. I'm sick and tired of this old red meta. And once again, I'm not alone. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are going out there and excited to play other decks, like the Pendulums, which now have an FDK. Beat your opponent before you get to play Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, I would love to do that. Get rid of those Orcus players. Then we have Silent Mining coming at Dark Neostorm. With a $30 market price, the value is at $30. Nimit's roughly around $31 for first edition versions of this card, but it's going down in value. Remember when it was like $45 and everyone was going crazy? Yeah, not anymore. With the reprint coming out in March of Silent Mining, as well as the Silent Mining just in Salamangreats not being as dominant as they once was, less than, a couple of weeks ago, we're seeing the value of this card go down. And to be honest with you, wouldn't be surprised if this card hits $20 within the next near future. Up next, we have Cyber Emergency. With a $20 market price, Cyber Emergency is roughly around $30. Cyber Dragon players. Cyber Dragon, that's it, just Cyber Dragon players. Now, obviously, not just Cyber Dragon players, but Cyber Dragon Orcus. Once Orcus is dead from the bans, hopefully, I'm theorizing, but if that was to be the case, Cyber Mercy's value would go down. Not a lot though, because, you know, Cyber Dragon players. Then we have Silent Judgment. Now, specifically, the Ultra Rare coming out of Bow's Legends for Revenge. There's other versions that have value, but we're about to get two huge reprints. We're about to get the alternate art reprint, which I think Konami should have did last month. That would have been really smart. And then give us the Ultimate Rare reprint with the OTS Tournament Pack 12 this month. That would have been smart as well. So Yu-Gi-Oh players would have went in for both, but they're not doing that. This will probably be the last alternate art reprint, which, okay, I guess, but not smart, Konami. But looking at Silent Judgment from Bow's Legends for Revenge, its value is roughly around $6. If you have almost any Silent Judgment though, you're gonna want to sell this card. I mean, it's good money. I do like the Ghost Rare. I would say hold on to Ghost Rare because even though it's gold Ghost Rare, it's still a Ghost Rare card. So I would hold on to this version. But any other version of Silent Judgment, even your original print MRD 001 original print versions, the Retro Pack High Rare Super Rares, unload all that. You do not need it. This is all hype right here. This is all Retro Pack 1. You don't have this card, so you need it because it's a lot of money. This is the high rare that class actually care about, as well as Ultimate Rare, and more than likely the alternate art, but we have to see when that comes out, of course. Then we have Orchestrated Return, coming out of Soul Fusion Secret Rare with a $23 market price. The value is roughly $24 to $25 for Orchestrated Return. Orcus players, you're going to have 3 of these, 2 Dingirsus. I mean, once again, you have money, you have value. We know you know, next month, that value might not be there. We know this. For a fact, we know this. So it's up to you. What do you want to do from now to next month? Easily, I know what I would do. I would sell Orcus. I would sell the deck. Now, I do have Max Rarity Thunder Dragons. 100% have that deck. But it's really not that much money. I mean, yeah, ultra rare versions of like Thunder Dragon Colossus are like $30. Sure. It's not that a lot of money. And to be honest with you, I would still keep my Ultimate Rare playset just for my collection. So I won't do much, but would you really keep your Secret Rare Orchestrated Returns? Guaranteed great reprint target. Would you keep your Dingirsus Ultimate Rare? It's a good reprint target. I mean, Ultimate Rare Dingirsus are really nice though. I will give anyone that who loves play Orcus. We also have Chaos Hunter coming out Storm of Ragnarok with a $10 market price. Chaos Hunter Unlimiteds are $18. You want a first edition version, you say? Oh, I'm sorry, Unlimited. Oh, no, that's page 2 of Unlimiteds. First edition versus Chaos Hunters are $27. Okay. Lightly played versions of Chaos Hunter is about $14. Still a lot of money. So you have $14 for a limited version of Chaos Hunters. You have, for first edition, $27 for Chaos Hunters. You have a lot of money in this card. Our card on which price point was at $8. I should know because I bought my third secret first edition for like $8.50 plus shipping for this card before the whole hype went crazy on it. Now here's the thing. Probably sell it. I think I'm gonna sell mine. I like this card. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful looking card. The artwork is actually insanely good. The card came out Summer Ragnarok, and then everything else is like common and like and Mosaic Rare, which is trash rare. Basically, Secret Rare is the highest version of Chaos Hunter, and I really do like this card a lot. But this card, I don't think is worth $27. So I'm debating on selling mine. I'm not sure yet, to be honest with you. I'm probably going to. I'm leaning towards it. But yeah, $27. That's a lot of money for a card, which is good. But not 27. This card comes common. I'll use the comments and just pocket $75. What would you do in my situation? Comment down below. Let me know, guys. We have System Down coming out of Cybernetic Revolution with a $16 price point. System Down lightly played versions, unlimited, are about $12. A little less than its market price for Ultimate Rare System Downs. Really nice card against Orcus. If you want a first version of System Down, well, that's going to cost you a lot more money, as it's currently $30 for a playset. After that playset's gone, the next version of System Down is $83. So you have from this video till probably when this video ends to realize this card these three probably got bought out. Now it would only get bought out because of Orcus, though I will say as a stipulation, I do think machine decks are always going to be a threat in Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously, is as easy as saying dragon decks are always going to be a threat in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's inevitable, and this card's really good against machine decks. Now, will this card's value go down if, you know, Orcus get hit next month? Yes. Should you buy this card right now? No, not really. I wouldn't recommend it, though I will say it is really tempting to see 3 lightly played first editions at $30. And then there's one being 83. That's a pretty big jump in the market. But once again, I don't think nobody's really going to go in and try to grab and just clean the market out of System Downs. And if you're going to do that, then you might want to look at the System Down OTS 1 Pack 2 versions, which is probably the next highest version. That has a $4.50 market price. And the lightly played versions are roughly around $5. It quickly goes up higher and higher as the bottom of the page ends at a little over $9 for super rare versions of System Down. And if you want to buy the cheap common versions, no one's going to shame you. I mean, literally, this is going to be something that's just going to be gone soon. We're not going to be really using it if Orcus is gone. But look at System Down, the common versions all over the place is like 40 cents. That's it, really, as low for the lowest version of common System Downs. So it's up to you if you want to even grab this card and play this card. It is blowout against Orcus. Looking at YCS Milan, I think one thing is very clear from that whole event. That was, in my opinion, is probably the worst YCS we've had, because everything was Orcus, 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 Orcus. Salamander Orcus, 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 to Draco Orcus. It was just like what are you doing, Konami Europe? What are you doing? Are you even working? Like, have something that's not Orcus but top tables. It can't be all Orcus, right? Like, what's happening out there? Anyway, look at System Down. It's a good card against that deck. Then we have Skullmeister, probably one of the big blog cards throughout the weekend. It's weird how I mentioned Skullmeister last week. It wasn't really that much money. In fact, I only own the super rare versions from Code of the Duelist, which is like under $1 for a Skullmeister for super rare. It also came out common in the structure deck power code link. You might actually have it already, but for those out there looking at the highest version of Skullmeister that was using the YCS pretty affluently this past weekend, YCS Milan, the market price showing this card to be about $4, and lightly played first editions are already up to $17 for Secret Skullmeister. During I play's turn, when a card effect activates in your opponent's graveyard, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard to negate that effect. It's a great card, and wouldn't be, I'm not surprised that it's went up in value. Wouldn't be surprised this card gets bought out by within the next day or two. I would not be surprised whatsoever. I will say once again, this is a great card used specifically for Orcus. It's decent against other matchups, but realistically, this is the card you want to use against Orcus, and we're gonna have a new balance. Are you gonna pull the trigger? Are you gonna sell that deck? Are you gonna go down with the ship? What are you gonna do? I really want to know, because I really don't know what to do myself personally. I have a lot of decks, and I kind of want to get rid of some stuff myself, and I don't know, man. I like going down the ship for certain decks that are really beautiful. I'm gambling on certain decks, and I'll be doing market watches, talking about all those decks I'm gambling on in this channel, so please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. But I'd like to know what you guys are doing with the decks you have currently right now. And that's really it, guys, for the market watch. I don't know why I have a magic card up there. But that's really for the market watch, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Once again, it's Cyber Monday. 10% bonus books on all products here on TCG Player. Link's gonna be down below. I would greatly appreciate guys to use my code. If you're part of the YGO Market Watch Chaser group, I already posted a link for this for you guys. If you're not, click in the description down below. I have links for that. Click on the link for TCG Player. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, click on that link as well. Link it away, boys. Anyways, your boy V, you Paisanos. You Paisanos have a great day.